Okay guys, you only got a couple of training videos left, so I hope that so far these have been really helpful, and I'm just going to keep on going with them so that you can learn the basic fundamentals of working at the Innovation Station. So in the last video, I showed you how to do the opening day procedures, and today I'm going to kind of show you how to close down the store. So first off, there are going to be some very basic things that you need to do, including batching the machines, batching the Bobcat card machine, counting the cash to make sure that everything matches, turning off all the computers, turning off all the lights, everything like that. But I'm going to focus this on the light speed aspect of this and the transmittal. So what you'll do for this is, for the end of the day, you'll want to make sure you're clicking on Lightspeed. You'll go to File, Print User Reports, and End of Day. Once you're here, you'll click on this little drop-down menu, hit Detailed, make sure that's on today's date, and hit OK. So today has been pretty slow, but as you see, it pulls up how much money we've made in each type of payment today. So what you'll want to do is, for the expected column, you'll want to type in the counted column the same number, just because we are expecting to count the same amount. So once you have typed in everything here, you'll hit OK, and it'll pull up this menu. You'll hit Print, and then once this is pulled up, you'll want to hit Open PDF in Preview. So once you've done this, it'll break down what all the transactions were for the day. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. So it tells you how much we've made in sales today, shows you how much we made in returns, and then breaks down kind of what each invoice was if you want to look and see where that money came from. So once you're here, you will also begin to fill out the transmittal. So the transmittal is usually done in Microsoft Excel. I don't have Excel installed on this computer, so I'm just going to use Google Sheets. This is exactly what the transmittal is going to look like anyway, so it should work out pretty well. So first things first, you're going to want to make sure that the date matches. So today is Wednesday, May 16th. And then up here, you're going to want to make sure that this is tomorrow's date, because that's the day that you'll be turning in the transmittal. So once you've done that, you will begin to fill out this form. So we'll start with easy things like cash. So cash, you'll want to match it to how much cash we've made for the day, which is $13.24. So you'll type that in. We've made a Bobcat card sale today, so you'll want to put in that amount here. So that'll be $2.13. And then you'll probably notice that some of these boxes are highlighted. What that means is that you do not need to click on or edit anything in those boxes because it already has a formula plugged in. So if I click on this, you can see right here that there's a formula already applied there that'll automatically calculate things when you type them in later. So do not edit these boxes. That's really important because if you edit them, the formula will be gone and it's really going to throw off other things. And the formula is there to make sure that everything is calculated precisely. Next up, you're going to want to look at the credits. So over here, it'll break down taxable sales, non-taxable sales, commission, how much money we're over or short, and then our service costs. So non-taxable sales will be things like shipping, gift cards, or anything like that. The other day we had University Housing purchase some things through us, so they had a non-taxable card. So everything that they bought was non-taxable. It's rare that that happens, and you won't use department UCs as non-taxable sales either. So this is strictly for things like gift cards or shipping. So we haven't had any non-taxable sales today, so we'll go ahead and zero that out. Commission, every now and then we get commission checks from either Encore or from Apple, and you'll put that in there as a non-taxable sale. So say we made $100 in a commission check, you'll also want to put that amount in as a check. Today we didn't make any commission or any checks, so I'll go ahead and cancel those out. Over short, we don't really do too much with that. Usually if something's over short, we'll try to correct it in the morning. And then service is going to be serve labor, which I explained to you earlier. So there's some days that we make about $50 in serve labor. There's some days we make about $300 in serve labor. So we'll say that we made $100 in serve labor today, and it will count that as non-taxable. So since we didn't make any serve labor today, I'm not going to really focus on that. And then The next thing that I'm going to do is show you credit card slips. So if you click on this tab, it'll pull up this page which breaks down our two separate credit card machines that we have. It also has MasterCard, Visa, Discover, and American Express on each one of these. So if we made, today it says that we made $21.36 in MasterCard Visa. And it says that we made $109.12 in American Express. So we're going to pretend like both of these transactions happened on different machines. So you'll type in the 2136 in MasterCard Visa on one machine and the 10912 for American Express in the other machine. And as you see, it says on this machine that the grand total is 2136, and on this one it's 10912. Had we made like a Discover purchase, we could put $50 in here and it would add that total there. And if we made any returns, you can put that under the credit section. So if you made $50 in Discover card, but made $36.72 in returns, you type that in there, it'll automatically calculate how much we should still be getting on this machine. So we didn't do either of those, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel them out. And then both of these are already in there correctly. So if you go back to sheet 1, you'll notice that the MasterCard Visa amount has changed because of the calculations that we already have built into the transmittal. So it'll have $130.48 as our machine card charge in general. So that adds up the total of your MasterCard, Visa, and Discover cards on every single machine. So once you've done this, you're pretty much done with the transmittal. The most important thing is you just have to make sure that the numbers on this side match the numbers on this side, and that we're keeping account of everything like gift cards, warranties, anything that's non-taxable, to make sure that we put that in the right place as well. With the calculations they do automatically, it's a pretty simple task to do a transmittal, but it's pretty easy to mess up. So it's very detail oriented, so just make sure you're paying attention to these very small details, and that way we can get things accomplished very well. The first couple times that you close the store, probably for a while, you'll be closing with somebody else who can help you no matter what. Most of the time at the end of the day, Charles and Susan are gone, so one of the other employees will be more than happy to help you out when you're solving the transmittal and trying to figure out what's going on with that. So once you've adjusted this, you'll save it and you'll print it out. You'll put the money that we made for that day after you've batched both the credit card machines, batched the Bobcat card machine, and taken the cash out of the drawer. You'll fold up the amounts. So you would fold up $13.24 in cash, $2.13 in Bobcat card, and $130.48 in MasterCard inside of the transmittal, and the next morning we will take it to the business office. Once you've done this, you will make sure that the rest of the drawer equals $200. You will put that in an envelope, and you will put both the transmittal and the cash that's going in the drawer for the next day in Charles's office in the safe. The next morning, Charles will double check to make everything is good with the transmittal, and you will run it over to the business office for them to make sure that they know how much money we made, since the money that we make goes to the school. I know this is a lot of information. It'll take you a couple times to really get used to doing the transmittal. So just be sure to pay attention to the details and don't be scared to ask questions. I've worked at the store for 2 years at this point, and there's still times that I mess up things on the transmittal, just small details that I didn't notice. So it's important just to pay attention, and if you have any questions, don't be scared to ask. The rest of the closing procedures, like I said, will involve walking around the store and making sure that you're keeping track of everything, turning everything off, making sure the doors are locked, and then just like batching the machines, which they will show you how to do when you're actually training. So I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope that you are having a good time closing the store. Thanks, guys.